Brothers and sisters, welcome to Sunday Homily of Father Ryan Jimenez, Rogationist Priest. Today is the 23rd Sunday in Ordinary Time. Let me start my reflection with this story. In a classroom, the teacher had a quiz for the students, and one student wrote all his answers with this sentence, "Sir, only God knows." After the exam, the student asked the teacher, "Teacher, what is my score?" And the teacher responded, "Ah, your score? Only God knows." It's a famous line, only God knows. But that sentence carries a very important fact that God is omniscient. God knows everything. There are things that we do not know, but God always knows because our God is all-knowing. On the other hand, our knowledge is very limited. And this is the message of our first reading on this Sunday from the Book of Wisdom. Who can know God's counsel, or who can conceive what the Lord intends? We do not know the mind of the Lord. God works in a very mysterious way, in a way that is very far from our own human comprehension. Because of this reality, God is telling to us, trust me first, not in your own limited, temporary human knowledge. Yes, we need to put our trust in God. God must be our priority. And that is precisely the point of our gospel this Sunday. Jesus is teaching to his disciples, if you want to become my disciple, hate your family, your father, your brother, your sisters, and even yourself. My dear friends, to hate our family, it's so difficult because we are taught to love our family, and charity always begins at home. We have to love our family. However, we need to love first God. And that is the meaning of this passage. For our families and ourselves, we have to love less. And for God, we have to love more. In short, God is our priority as we continue to become the disciples of the Lord. My dear friends, in this call of Jesus to follow Him, it is not a joke. It is a serious matter. It is not a walk in the park. Yes, there's the need of sacrifice, renunciation, and self-denial in following the Lord. As Jesus is using the two images of building a tower and of going to a battle. As Jesus said in the Gospel, which of you wishing to construct a tower does not first sit down and calculate the cost to see if there is enough for its completion? Yes, when we build a tower, we have to sit down first and calculate the cost. The same is true for a king who is going to have a war against with another kings. He has to sit down first, decide what to do. In other words, when we follow the Lord, there is the necessity of calculating the cost, counting the cost. Speaking of counting, I love counting because my favorite subject is mathematics. During the class in math, the teacher said to his students, "You know, class, 10 plus 10 and 11 plus 11 are the same." And one student retorted, "Sir, it cannot be. 10 plus 10 and 11 plus 11, they are different. They have different sum or total." The teacher said, "Listen to this. 10 plus 10 equals 20. 11 plus 11 equals 22. So it's just the same. It's the same 20. Jesus is giving these illustrations in order to tell us that to become his disciple, it's not an easy task. It is not an easy decision. We have to sit down first, pray, and calculate. Yes, it is not an impulsive decision to follow the Lord. It takes a lifelong process. When I was about to enter in the seminary, I received this wisdom from one of my friends, and he told me, you have to fasten your belt. And that advice, fasten your belt, led me to reflect more. The Lord does not guarantee us a smooth sailing journey as we follow Him. We need to sit down, calculate, and count the cost. And if we are going to sit down and pray, then we will realize that our power is not enough. We need the help of God. Our talents, our skills are not guarantees for us to become successful and faithful in the Lord. There is a necessity for us to entrust everything to the Lord. And once we entrust our life to the Lord, that is wisdom. Because wisdom is putting God first.